family? Welcome to Caved in the Podcast. Today is episode 29. We have a special guest in the building this afternoon. Raised in Atlanta, Georgia. She's a black female entrepreneur. Former 2018 Miss Thero High School. She's the recent master's degree graduate at Herzing University.
Yes.
We have the one and only in the building, Miss Jazmyn. Sippio! Yeah.
Introduction.
For sure. Glad to have you on the show, sis.
Thank you.
It's Caved in the Podcast. Y'all like, comment, and subscribe, man. And tune in to more and more content. Tune in to more interviews. So, sis, we gonna just jump right into it, man.
Okay, cool.
So, being raised in Atlanta, Georgia, what was your experience growing up in this city?
I would say exciting, challenging, and eventful, honestly. I moved around a lot, so I was able to adapt to different sceneries and people. And one thing I did learn about growing up in Atlanta is there are a bunch of diverse people in the city. Like, you could literally meet somebody completely opposite of you, and that's one thing I really did enjoy or do enjoy about living in Atlanta. You know, the diversity, the culture, really. Learning other things about people and just expanding my palette when it comes to different things, friends, food, places,
Right.
Adversities.
Right.
So yeah.
That's one thing I love about Atlanta. The fact that everybody is not on the same thing.
Yeah, like everybody.
You got other people. You got people that's on different vibes. And
right.
All it takes is just a trip from your house, and get around and mingle with others, and you will see how different it is.
Yeah.
You keep this one thing about this city. You keep yourself boxed in with one type of thing, and that's pretty much what you're gonna get every day.
Right.
You want to expand your horizons and try to find the best vibes out here for you.
Yeah, I would definitely say that Atlanta definitely.
Yeah, for sure, man. For sure. This one of those,
non-real places.
Yeah.
You can literally see the wildest stuff in Atlanta. So.
Yeah, but you can be great out here too.
Yeah. That's what a lot of people move here. They try to start their business and flourish. So yeah, it's great. It's a lot of opportunities out here.
Yeah, business wise, music wise. Yeah. With a lot of things.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you went to elementary school in Atlanta, Fulton County area?
Yeah. So I went Stone Mountain Middle. Not middle, it was elementary, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. And I also went to Sarah Smith Elementary as well. Like I said, I did move around a lot, so there are a few elementary schools that I might have attended for like a short time. Unfortunately, I can't remember those at the top of my head, but those were the main two ones that I can, have a lot more experience with.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, when you was little, you was ambitious. You had your mind made up, man.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you.
Yeah.
We used to call you Jazzy J when you was little. Because you was just ahead of your time.
Yeah.
You was very mature for a child too.
Wow.
Seriously, you was very mature. So, at what age were you when you first realized that education was important?
Yeah, that's a really good question. Honestly, I always kind of enjoyed school. Growing up, it was like, I wouldn't say like a safe haven, but it was just like my home away from home. I would put all my focus onto things that I didn't want to think about, outside of school. So that's where I guess you could say when I was in elementary school, like I always just kind of loved to learn, and the school setting, I knew what I wanted to do basically as a little girl, that I did want to pursue my education. So,
Right.
Yeah.
Right. You was definitely locked in. Some people, they have their ups and downs. They have times where they go to school and they doing the wrong things and grades go up and down.
Right.
But you seem to have, just set the bar high.
Yeah. Thank you.
For these academic accomplishments and everything you've been doing since a little girl, man. You've set the bar high.
Thank you.
And here on Caved In, we gotta give you flowers.
Yes.
That's what we do. We just don't interview rappers and street guys. We trying to bring some great content to the world.
Yeah.
And if you can inspire other young ladies and little girls to stay focused and to do the right thing, then we did our part.
For sure, yeah, I agree.
You know what I'm saying? So elementary school is good.
Yeah.
For you to have locked that in and yeah, because there's so many distractions as a kid.
You know, and it's also like I was just like I kind of want to build a foundation so I can have a flourishing life. You know what I'm saying? I knew that for me that was my foundation. You know, everybody's path is different. So yeah.
Yeah. A lot of us, man, like me, I got in high school and just started thinking about money. You know, education and grades was like a waste of time to me. You know, but now that I have kids, I have young boys, teenagers, I can't see them doing the same thing I was doing.
Right.
You know, they have to stay in school. It's important.
Yeah. And, you know, when I had my daughter, that's really why I went back to school, to get that second degree.
Oh, second degree?
Yeah.
Hold on. Wait a minute now. So we on degree number 2, y'all?
Yes, degree number 2.
Okay. So when was the first degree gotten?
It was my bachelor's in business administration.
Wow. Bachelor's in business administration.
Yes.
How about that?
Yeah,
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up. And now you got your master's.
Master's in healthcare administration.
Healthcare administration.
So office work, you know.
Yeah.
HR, things like that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, boss lady.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Can't play with you at all. So growing up, and yes, we can go back to elementary school, but you know, what was your favorite subject? One of your favorite subjects?
English, language arts.
Yeah.
And math was my least favorite. Still is. Will probably forever be.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, English, language arts was definitely my thing. I love the poems. I like to read, and I like to write a lot. So
yeah,
that was, you know, my favorite for sure.
Like ever since you was in middle school or elementary school?
Elementary, yeah. Really ever since I started taking the class.
Oh wow.
You know, yeah. So.
Yeah, that's big.
Yeah.
That's big, man. So, give us 3 words that best describes Jazmyn Sippio.
Okay, 3 words that would best describe me would be, I would say, humble, ambitious, and just peaceful.
Yeah.
I'm more so at a point in my life where I'm just kind of letting things just be what they be, you know. So I definitely wanted to add that word in there because it's like a new phase in my life where I've made peace with a lot of things.
Yeah, and that's good. That's good because you gotta have your peace.
Yeah.
And you gotta instill your peace early.
Yep.
You know, it's too much going on out here, and you know, for your generation, you know, it's real. You know, it's a delicate situation.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
Yeah, it's crazy stuff going on. So, yeah, you definitely have to have those characteristics to keep yourself out of trouble.
I agree.
Yeah. So, in your own words, you know, how do you define success?
So for anybody watching this, shout out to Richard Pryor because when I met this person, they were promoting their business, and he asked me a question. He said, "This ain't
the comedian Richard Pryor."
No.
Okay,
no.
That's somebody else.
Yeah, he's a business owner, another entrepreneur.
Okay, shout out to Richard, man.
Yeah. And so his brand is called Richard Pryor. So you know, he walked up to me and approached me and he was like, "Hey, are you rich before the money or are you rich after the money?" And you know, I feel like that question right there defines success, your mindset basically, because clearly I'm rich before the money. You know, I'm rich in my spirituality.
Right.
You know what I'm trying to say.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm rich in like peace, abundance, joy. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like in order to be successful, you have to have a good mindset. You have to have your head on your shoulders. No matter what it is that you want to do, you can't really put a definition on success because everybody's looks different. So I would just say it's just more so the mindset that you have. You have to have a successful mindset. You have to have a positive and ambitious mindset for you to be successful. So you know, I can't just sit here and be like, oh, success is when you do this and when you do that, or you know, you have to go to school so you can be successful. Like, you know, everybody, like I said, everybody's path is different.
Yeah.
So I would just say success is having a Richard Pryor mindset, basically.
That's right, because you see people like Casanat, the streamers.
Yeah.
You see people like gamers.
You're successful.
You know,
like,
they are becoming successful by just a press of a button.
Yeah, like
you know?
you have to want it. You have to put yourself out there. That's confidence. That's what success looks like to me.
Yeah.
Putting yourself out there, basically.
Yeah. So shout out to Richard, man.
Yeah,
you know, just approaching you and.
Yeah, that's
and putting that in your head, like God sent
really
him your way.
Me,
like he could have, God could have ordered his steps to ask anybody else that question.
Yeah.
But for some reason, he came to you and he asked you that.
Yeah, and I was like, me, I'm rich before. He was like, okay, we have the opportunity to, to shop with me, like if you like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because if a person say the wrong answer, I don't want you wearing my clothing brand because you're gonna bring it down because that's not what it stands for. Like,
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just thought that was pretty cool. Just had to tie that into the question.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. So shout out to Richard Pryor, man.
Yeah.
I come from the home of Richard Pryor, Peoria, Illinois. Not only is it the home of the greatest comedian to ever live, but it's also the worst city for African Americans to live in the country. Growing up in Peoria was rough for me, mainly because of the fact that I didn't have my parents around to take care of me. So I had to figure things out on the streets on my own. In and out of jail, prisons, boot camps, and group homes. I mean, you name it. I'd have been locked up there. And it wasn't until I heard this story about how Richard Pryor bonded my father out of jail for a murder that my life began to change for the better. The judge ruled the murder an act of self-defense, and my father was freed from jail. That all happened before I was even born. So from that point on, after I heard that story, I knew that I had a purpose in life before my life even began. Before I ever set foot on this planet, before I ever touched a dollar, I was already rich. I am Richard Pryor.
Life, you in survival mode. When they put that pressure on you, you gon' fight a foe. I've been passing every test, I'm living by the code. You gotta dig inside your mind for that pot of gold. It's hard to bar the bridge without a parachute. These streets cold.
Keep elevating with your brand and stuff, and tap in. I definitely wanna, get some of that, cause that name just stands out by itself. When you say Richard Pryor, it's just like it's generational.
Black entrepreneur.
Yeah, generational. So
we can from the ground up.
If we can bring that back out, that's gonna be legendary.
Yeah,
even if it's not the Richard Pryor, it's still legendary and it pays homage to him anyway.
Yeah, So I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, for sure.
You want to leave your mark on people when it comes to your businesses. People want to think about it and feel good about wearing or buying whatever it is that you're purchasing. So
yeah, that's why I named my production company Tippy Baby Productions, because first of all, my granddaddy, he unfortunately lost his life early. So me being the first grandson, I feel like it's my obligation to show my respect and keep his name alive.
Yeah.
Plus, my mother gave me his name anyway.
Yeah.
His name is my middle name.
Right.
LaRue. So, I feel like I needed to do that.
Yeah, and that's a good homage to do.
Yeah, and I definitely want to go to New York and get my true blessings. Go to his grave site, talk to him, and
yeah.
That
would be nice.
I think I need that.
Yeah.
To catapult me to where I need to go.
Right.
So, what were some of your resources, that helped you, along your academic journey? Now we can skip from elementary and middle school. We can go right into high school. When it got a little bit harder.
Okay, as far as like what the motivation to keep going, or
any resources that helped you.
I would say when it came to college resources, you have like a student center and stuff like that, things of that sort. But like really, I feel like when it comes to like motivation, I was really like the one that pushed myself. You know what I'm saying? Like when you get to college, these professors do not give a hoot about you. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you grown.
Yeah, so it's like, as far as high school, definitely my teachers, a good friend group, good support system at home, things of that sort. I guess you could say that was my resources.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what's up, man. Because, you get to college, man, these professors and stuff, they're not finna play with nobody kids.
Yeah, no,
they're not. From 12th grade to freshman in college, man, it's a lack of maturity.
Yes.
In some people.
Yeah.
You know, less than others.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's why some people get lost in the sauce when they get to college.
Mm-hmm.
And that first 6 months to a year is real shaky.
Yeah.
And they wind up getting caught up in parties and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, trust me, I've seen it.
That's how it was for me first semester. I was just partying all the time, wasn't really focused, and I was just like, okay, you know what, I got to get right. You know, I ended up coming home after my first semester. Then I was like, I need some more discipline. That's when I was like, let me go to the military. That didn't work out. You know, then I was like, you know what, I might just need to go back to school and get this degree and do something with that, because I'm all over the place right now.
Right. Right.
But yeah, that pretty much sums it up.
Yeah, you got a big heart, man. You know, you got a big heart. And one thing about it, you know, you don't have to have nobody over you telling you what's right and what's wrong and what to do. You know, you got those instincts within you. Yeah. You can tell yourself, like, look, hey, I gotta shake this shit off and get my shit back together.
Right.
You know? And that's great for you to have it, Jazmyn.
Yes,
you know
I was like, because if I keep going at this rate, I'm probably just going to crash.
Yeah.
Like, you know, so I really had to sit there and think things through. I didn't want to leave college. Of course, I wanted my freedom. I wasn't trying to move back in with my parent, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I had to do that to get where I am today, so.
Mm-hmm. So after your first semester and you decided to buckle down and you know, go straight forward and do what you got to do and block out all, you know, distractions. Mm-hmm. What was your motivation every day when you got up? Was it I got to get my education, I got to do this for money, or was it something else?
It was probably all the above, like, and then it was also like I wanted to, you know, I want to be able to take care of my family, you know, my mom and stuff. Like, really, my mom, and now Paisley, you know, was a lot of my main source of motivation.
Shout out to Mom Dudes.
Yes.
All right.
You know, her and my daughter are, you know, they take up a lot of space when it comes to what I'm going so hard for. Yeah. You know, mom is getting, getting older, whatever. You definitely gotta build a foundation so you can be able to help out or do this when needed, or even just take her on a trip or something like that. You know, so
family orientated.
Yeah, so
that's what we're here for, to take care of each other.
Right, and then I also want to get my own place. You know, there's just things that I want to do in life, and that's really what was my motivation. Just like simple as that. Like, I knew I didn't want to let my younger years, turn into my older years. You know, like the same pattern. So
say that again.
Yeah.
Say that again. You don't want your what?
I didn't want my younger years to turn into my older years. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't want that to keep going. So I was like, at some point, I gotta just lock it.
Yeah, that's real. Yeah. That's real. Cause I'm gonna tell you something. You could lose jobs at 18 to 20, 22 years old, but you don't want to be going through that shit 38, 40, 42.
Right.
You don't want to be going through that. You want to be locked in at your job and they're 20 years. You know what I'm saying?
Getting retired. Like, life doesn't have to be that hard anymore. I'm old enough to make some changes.
And
in that.
Shout out to my aunt and my uncle, Renee and Greg Leaks. These are two individuals that always stayed on me about doing the right things, about making the right decisions. And, I just want to shout them out, because if I would have listened to them a long time ago, I would have been way more established than I am now.
Yeah.
I would have did 20 years at Delta. Yeah. Or I would have did 20 years at the post office or somewhere. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to do things my way, and I wound up bouncing around my whole life from job to job to job to job. It was cool. It was good. I don't have no regrets, but, just shout out to them.
Yeah.
Because the people like that is what you need in your life to, have that shit in the back of your head when things go wrong. You need that. That motivation in the back of your head to tell you that you good, everything gonna be all right. Just stay down and keep going. Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
I agree.
We got a little Paisley in the building.
Hey, Paisley.
Everybody say hey to Paisley. Oh! You said hey? Yeah, for For sure. Paisley in the building.
Yes.
That's one other thing that motivates you when you get up every day.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm. That's a
Yep,
pretty
every
young lady
day.
right there.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, so at what point in your life did you feel like you've grown the most?
Honestly, I feel like throughout all my 25 years of living, I've been constantly evolving, constantly growing with every aspect, like each decade, you know. So, you know, when I was a little girl, I was constantly just growing, learning new things every day. But I feel like, at the most part, I feel like I've grown the most would probably have to be recently.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I was able to like sit back and just think about everything and how far I've come from the beginning, you know, since day one to now. And then, you know, learning and going through everything that I've been going through or going through, just kind of, it just taught me so much, like things that I kind of already knew but needed to witness, things that I never knew before. So yeah, I would say recently.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. And that's a good thing, man. Because if we can look back and see that, you know, our setbacks elevated us to great things. You know what I'm saying? That we have that winner's mentality.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just
Right.
catapults us, man,
Yeah.
into adulthood.
I
You
agree.
know, it's a good thing, man. And we proud of you, man. You know, a lot of people can't get out here and do it on their own.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm not gonna say you did everything on your own, but I'd say what, 90%.
Yeah.
90%, man. You know what I'm saying? That you did everything on your own.
Mm-hmm.
So big ups to that, man.
Thank you.
You know. So we gonna backtrack a little bit. You was the 2018 Miss Thero High.
Yes.
Oh
yes, I
man, shout out to Kelvin Road, man. Zone 4 in this bitch. I'm sorry. Yeah, foes up, been here, been real. Y'all know what's going on. Y'all see how God move. You did what I'm saying?
Yep.
My little sister went to Thero and became Miss Thero, man. That's a big thing. You want to elaborate on that a little bit?
Honestly, the crazy part about that situation was I did not sign myself up for it. Somebody literally signed me up for it, and I heard my name over the intercom for the candidates.
Yeah.
And I'm like, now why would they do that? I know I'm not gonna win. Like, but honestly, the campaigning that I did, I just kind of went around, talked to the 19th graders. I went to some classes and sang for them, gave, you know, candy. I really got to know this, you know, the people instead of just like bribe them. I really went around and talked to people for real, like. So, but yeah, when I won, it was definitely like a princess moment. Like I did not think I was gonna win. So yeah.
The streets spoke for you, Charlotte.
Yeah.
They put your name down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's big.
I
That's
didn't-
like, cause you heard. That's all that means. You heard. You know, so that was a good experience, man.
Yeah.
You know, did y'all have to do like some competition, little type of things, or did you have to like do a speech? Of course, you had to do a speech.
Yeah.
Being Miss Thero.
Yeah, I did. But like it was a competition, yeah. But it was just more so like campaigning. You know, you just have to put yourself out there. I think a lot of people were just kind of, you know, buying candy, getting posters, and you know, I actually made. I can't remember. I think I made cupcakes and stuff. Like I really put myself out there and tried.
That's
It was
what's
definitely
up,
fun.
man.
So yeah.
So, any funny stories you want to tell about that? You willing to share? If not, it's cool.
Funny? No, like it was a very. I mean, I started crying when I did my speech.
Yeah.
You know, when I found that I won. Yeah, like.
Yeah. And going to a school in Atlanta, for those of us who are not from Atlanta, Fulton County, tell these folks how it was at Thero High.
Definitely Thug High for sure.
You said Thug High?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Overall, it was good. It was a good experience. You know, there was a lot of ups and downs, lessons learned, just like any other high school.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
high school was high school. I had my ups and downs, and that's just really what it was. Definitely fights all the time. I hated the uniform. I felt like the uniform just doesn't go with that school, but
Yeah.
you know, whatever. Yeah,
it was long overdue.
what uniform?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was long overdue. You know what I'm saying? I think that saved a lot of kids.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Cause I mean, if I can think way back in the day, you know what I'm saying? Damn, I sound old, but let's say like early '90s and shit. You know, you'll get robbed for like some J's or a starter coat. You know what I'm saying? Back there, like real shit. So, you know.
Yeah.
You know, uniforms is good. That way everybody can stay focused.
Yeah.
Stay
sure.
focused on the work and not worry about, you know, what we, you know, with the clothes and shit.
Yeah. Yeah. I
You know, but
definitely
uniforms ain't gonna stop everything.
No, and they didn't.
You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Thero High, man. Shout out to Thero High,
Yeah.
class of 2018.
Yes.
That's
Ooh,
big.
I feel old.
That's big. You feel old. I ain't even gonna say you with my class. But anyway, so what's your career aspirations?
So basically, you know, now that I got this master's, I want to put it to use and try to work for HR. She's
She trying her best to get that.
Yeah. But yeah, I want to work for HR for like a hospital or like, you know, to start up a clinic or whatever. But I definitely want to work my way up, even if I have to start off as being a person who schedules surgeries or a receptionist. I definitely want to just get myself in that healthcare field, and then I work my way up.
Yeah, that's big. Yeah, Leah want to do the same thing too.
Yeah.
Be like an ultrasound technician.
Yeah.
I think.
Yep. They
Yeah,
get
that's what Leah want to
ultrasounds.
do.
Yep. So Leah would be on the field. You know, I would be more so in the back.
Yeah. I wanted to bring Leah on the show today, but she had to work. I was gonna have both of y'all on here.
Yeah, that would've
And,
been
you know,
nice.
we're gonna talk about, you know, y'all fields and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's like the same thing.
Yeah.
She just graduated with a lot of honors, top of her class.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, shout out to Aaliyah, top 25.
Wow.
You know, yeah.
That's good. She's doing her thing.
You know, for sure. So she on that same path as you.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just so grateful, man. So shout out to Aaliyah, man. Doing her thing, graduating.
Yep. Shout out to
You know.
Leah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I cannot believe she's 16. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I remember
Oh,
when
yeah.
she was a baby, we used to call her Tudor.
Oh
Or
yeah.
was it too?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
she 18.
What?
She 18.
Dang. Oh no, that's Amir is 16.
Yeah. Yeah, they getting up there, boy.
Oh Lord. Next thing
So-
you know, she gonna be 20.
What? Teaching her how to drive and all that.
Yeah.
You know, growing up, man. It's cool.
It is.
It's sentimental for us, but it's cool for her.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, so that's a good thing, man. So besides your academic accomplishments, you know, and you've exceeded high with that. What's some of your other proudest accomplishments that you've made?
Paisley.
Yeah.
And you know.
Look at her, she's stiff. She's stiffed up on you.
She wanna get down, but
Stiff body.
you finna go back upstairs. But
What you want, Patty? You want some juice? You want juice? What you want? Tell the people what you want.
But yeah, so I would say like one of my accomplishments would be just going forward,
Yeah.
just pushing forward. Despite everything and anything.
Yeah, for sure.
And having my daughter.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
waking up every day. You know.
So proud of you, sis. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, on some real shit, you beat the odds. You know what I'm saying? You did what you're supposed to do out here.
Yeah.
And you still exceeding.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Stop listening. Stop.
A lot of people get faced with real life situations and setbacks, and they don't know how to bounce back from it.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. You did your big one. For sure.
Thank
So
you.
was it difficult? Like, you know, trying to balance motherhood and you know, trying to get a master's, a bachelor's, because you was like, what, pregnant when you was getting the bachelor's?
So I got pregnant right after, like 2 weeks after I got my first degree.
Gotcha.
And then, you know, once, you know, I found out that I was going to have a kid, I was like, I need to go back to school. And that's when I was getting my master's. So basically, like, dealing with school and being a mom, it wasn't hard. I mean, you know, it wasn't the easiest thing to do.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like super, super hard. Like I felt like I had time, minutes, like time, you know, management, good time management. She was an easy baby, so, you know, when she go down for her nap, I'm on my computer. Like, you know, and then there'll be times where she'll be right next to me. I'll just put the TV on, you know, and I'll just do my homework and just, you know, play music so she can relax. So it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you locked in like you is, man, like, you know, you can still manage other things and still
Yeah,
get
like,
your school
you
work
know, it's not the end of the world.
because it's always been a part of you.
Right,
You
right.
know, yeah. It'd be more difficult for somebody who, like, you know, dropped out of high school and now they trying to go back. It's,
you know,
it's a little bit harder
Yeah.
for
I
that
get
person
Yeah.
and they got kids and stuff.
Right,
You
right.
know, yeah. You pretty much, you know, like a basketball player, you pretty much just practice and coached yourself so much.
Yeah, that it's
you-
just,
yeah, it's just natural.
still, yeah,
Mhm.
like,
Yeah, for sure. For sure, man. And that's a real good thing.
Jazmyn Sippio, Master of Science in Healthcare Administration. Janice Johnson Mortel, Master of Science in Healthcare Administration. Holly Kelly, Master of Science in Healthcare Administration. Tashi Howard, Master of Science in Nursing and Psychiatric Health Practitioner.
What first inspired you to even start to go get these degrees, like a bachelor's? What inspired you? What made you say, yeah, I want to go get this?
I mean, because when I got back home from the military, there was a moment where I really wasn't like doing much, because I felt just so lost. I'm like, okay, that didn't work out.
Yeah. You
Or
want
I
somebody to
didn't.
come here?
Huh?
You want somebody here?
Yeah. You know, I'm like, well, that didn't work out. So I was just a bit discouraged, and I was just like, I gotta go do something, you know? Like, I don't want to just be sitting around here in my own misery, just sad. Like, I was like, I have to do something. That's what inspired me to go to get my first degree. And then what inspired me to go get my second one was just mainly my daughter.
Yeah. So what's some of the challenges that you
Oh my
faced while obtaining your master's and your bachelor's?
Some of the challenges.
Yeah. Yeah, give us the juicy stuff.
Okay, I'm kidding. Just a mindset thing, because I did online, so
Yeah.
I was in the comfort of my own home or wherever, you know, I could be at a library or whatever, but if I don't feel like doing it, it's hard, you know, to really keep going. Like,
Yeah.
I'm online, I'm literally in bed
Yeah.
watching my show, but now, you know, like, I gotta pick and choose which one I want to do, watch the show or get my homework done. Yeah, the biggest challenge would just be staying focused, really.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For sure.
because, you know, the assignments, they're always going to be stressful. That's nothing new, but...
Right. People think it's easy, just, oh yeah, I'm finna roll up and do my classes online and shit.
Yeah.
It's not, you know, it's not that easy.
And, you know, the crazy part of it is, like, smoking definitely helped me do my assignments. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just me. Like, I don't know.
You're right. It slows your mind down.
Yeah, it helps me really lock in and focus on the paper. Like, my creative skills just go flying.
Yeah. And the trees make you just want to keep going. it keeps you locked in to that.
Yeah.
In that mode.
Mhm.
It's just like doing music too.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And
Like,
see, that was your passion.
Yeah.
You know,
Still
making
is.
sure making sure your music, your work and stuff is getting done.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as far as the music, what you doing with that lately?
I definitely want to get back in the studio. I haven't been in there, since it's been a minute.
Yeah.
Having Paisley, so yeah. Definitely want to get back in there though.
For sure, yeah, man. Jazmyn's very, very talented, man. You know, not only with academics, but that microphone too.
Yes.
Having no food to eat, having nowhere to sleep, waking up every day, listening to the bullets flying away. Tell me how you feel at night. Do you feel safe and tight? I ain't had nowhere to sleep, sleeping on the floor. It was cold, you see. Tired of waking up and seeing my friends 6 feet.
So what's your advice for any other, young ladies, preteens, young adults? What's your advice to any of these young females that want to pursue the same, avenue as you?
Okay, yeah. It may sound cliche, but I would just really say, like, don't give up on yourself or your dreams. Because once you give up on yourself, you give up on your dreams. And once you give up on your dreams, you give up on yourself. So those would be my 2 things. Just don't give up on what you want. Even if you don't know what you want to do right now, you're still young. Like, you have time to figure it out. Like, just figure it out. Don't give up. That's really, I just keep it as simple as that. Like, because it doesn't have to be complicated at all.
Right.
If we could simplify things, I would do that. So yeah, that would be my advice.
Yeah,
And
it's different aspects of
God too.
it's different aspects of getting the master's degree when you're on campus and off campus.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for people that's on campus, y'all gotta lock in and really stay focused and keep the distractions, from overwhelming you.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And hey man, for those at home doing the classes, just try not to be as lazy
Right.
as your mind and your body is telling you to be.
Mind over matter.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, for sure. So I got some just off subject questions for you before we get out of here.
Okay.
So would you want to spend a year at the North Pole or 2 years in the desert?
I would say the North Pole because I cannot stand being hot.
Yeah.
I don't like the heat. I don't like
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Summertime
you can't-
bothers me.
Right. You just can't sweat every day.
Yeah.
I can
I would rather
I could be okay if I can put on
a coat or something. Yeah.
a wolf skin. and shit.
Something. But like with heat, you can't do anything. Like,
Yeah. No, you can't do nothing.
You're just gonna be.
You
hot.
can't do nothing.
Yeah. Then there's
You gonna have on 2 leaves as drawers.
Literally, and you still
Like
gonna be
Tarzan. Yeah, Tarzan was hot as hell every day. He was hot. He was burning the fuck out.
Now she laugh.
Nigga had on 2 collard greens. That was his drawers. Yeah, so if you could have any superpower, what would it be?
I would want to read people's minds so I can know their true intentions.
Yeah, that's hard. That's hard. A lot of people say they want it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would want to know like their true intentions. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because somebody could say one
Like,
thing
what the
to
fuck you just say?
Right.
I ain't
like,
say nothing. You
they
did.
could-
Yeah.
I heard what you said. It was
Right.
like-
Right.
But like people could be having a conversation with you, and they're thinking something completely different about you. Like,
Yeah.
I would like to be able to know so I can decipher. Like,
You know, if you had that power, you would definitely turn into like this superhero stopping people from doing stupid shit.
yeah.
Cause if you can read somebody's mind and they saying in their mind they're finna go kill somebody.
And then I would
and
like,
you going,
I would like to tap into people's mind and be
Yeah.
like, no, don't do that.
Right.
Like, be their subconscious.
Right.
Like, yeah.
Right.
I'm not
That shit
telling
scare
you
the hell
what
out
to
of
do,
them.
but I'm like, you're subconscious.
That's crazy. they say we do got powers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But we don't know how to tap into them and you know, ignite them or kickstart them.
Yeah.
Or whatever, or initiate them.
Yeah.
We don't know how to. But they say it comes within the food,
Yeah.
you know, food and fasting and meditating and stuff like that, and
you know,
your
intuition.
third eye
Yeah,
opening.
yeah, intuition, like stuff like that. That's a gift. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So, if you have a celebrity crush, we would like to know who your celebrity crush is.
Celebrity crush. That's a good one. Growing up, like in middle school, it was definitely Jacquees, like the younger version.
Okay.
But that's a good question. I like Lucky Day.
Lucky Day.
He has great music.
Yeah.
I like, of course, Chris Brown. You know, of course. I mean, how can I not?
Yeah, he's Michael Jackson.
Why? I don't know. I could really have to think about that, but yeah, I would say those. Yeah, it's not Jacquees anymore, obviously, because you know things. But
Yeah, it's cool. You know, it was a time.
Yeah.
You know,
so
my wife used to have B2K on the wall. I roast about that shit all the time. Like you had
B2K. Oh
You
yeah.
had those.
That was an
Never
era.
mind.
That was an era.
You had those boys on your wall.
B2K. Yeah.
Right. Well, yeah, that was that era back then.
Yeah.
So if you had $1 million in your bank account tomorrow, what's the first thing you'll do?
I would get me a car. And I would get me an apartment and I would pay my rent up for like 2 years.
Apartment?
Yeah, I don't want a house right now. It's too
Right.
much.
What did I say? I said $1 million?
Mm-hmm.
$1 million? Yeah.
I would like
apartment.
buy out the condo and like pay
Yeah.
my rent up for like 2 years.
Yeah, $1 million ain't much.
Yeah.
You know,
And then, you know, break my family off. Then I would take my daughter shopping and put the rest in the savings.
Yeah. When you get a
Or I
house
would
for like
go out.
200,
I would go out and do
you
something.
get a house for
for
like
myself.
200, it's over with.
Yeah.
It's over with. Nah, I say you get a house for like 200, get you a car, and be done.
200.
Yeah.
Oh,
Get you a
yeah,
nice
yeah,
little, nice
like-
little decent house.
Yeah. Or like I could do a townhouse right
Yeah.
now.
You gonna have a little bit of money left.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, like I said, of course, you know, give my family some money. Probably start her a savings account, start funding my business. You know, things that I actually need to do. So
Yeah, for sure. Responsible type shit.
yeah.
For sure, man.
Now, if I had a little left, definitely going shopping.
Hey, man. Put that shit on. Anything you want to tell the folks before you get out of here? Any social media platforms
yeah,
and stuff
you
you
guys
want? You
can-
want people to tap in?
You
Holla
can
at you.
follow me at GORRJAZ on Instagram, and that's really all I got right now. So yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
But I definitely want to start making content soon. So you will.
Yeah.
This won't be the last time you see me.
Yeah. You know your SoundCloud?
It's like user 123.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's no name on it?
No.
Okay.
Dang. Okay. Well, if you follow me, you can get my SoundCloud. How about that?
Cool. Yeah, most definitely. Y'all tap in, man.
Yeah.
Y'all check Jazmyn out. You know, anybody want to holler at her on the one-on-one level, you know where to hit her up at. You feel me? We appreciate her sliding through, making episode 29
Yes.
a success.
Oh yeah, 9. Yes.
Yeah, 29. Her and Paisley came through, man.
Yes. Thanks for
Ain't that right,
having me.
Paisley? You
Thanks
came
for
through
having
to
me,
bless the
guys.
situation. She's so pretty. Y'all know what time it is. We're caved in the podcast, man. Y'all stay motivated. Y'all continue on following your dreams. Y'all, you know, take Jazmyn for an example, you know, for motivation. And y'all keep pursuing your dreams and doing what makes you happy, man.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, I agree.
We love you,
Everything
Jazmyn,
you
here at
said.
Caved In, and we just want to give you flowers and tell you to keep going.
Thank you.
And you know what I'm saying? You've already set the bar high, you know, so just keep, you know, surprising your big brother and making me proud, man.
Thank you. Thank
You
you
feel
so
me?
much. Yeah.
You know it. Episode 29 was a success. I am your host, Broham. This is Caved in the Podcast. And until next time, peace. Let go, Paisley. Paisley, 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 Paisley.